name's Terri Chisolm. I'm the supply chain business partner for Morrison Spottiswood. My responsibilities are looking after the maintenance division, the mechanical and electrical division and the flooring division. I've been currently there for two and a half years, and after about a year in the job I started the process of working through for my supply chain management qualification level 4. I think probably doing the qualification, certainly what happens is you tend to do the job and you don't actually think about all the processes that you're involved in. What it certainly did is it made me much more commercially aware of when I'm doing my job, and also when carrying out my job, the impact it had in other parts of the business. It made me think probably more globally about what I was doing, and for any reporting, I think probably that certainly improved when I was preparing any reports for my line managers or directors. I certainly felt that I produced them more professionally after doing the qualification. One of the benefits from doing the supply chain management qualification was that I introduced waste recycling to Morrison Spottiswood. It's one of the issues that's got a big environmental impact. Morrison Spottiswood didn't do any waste recycling, and as a fit out and a maintenance company we did produce a lot of waste. Since me doing the report, introducing it to the board of management, we've introduced it into the company, and we're now currently recycling 30% of our waste, which has obviously had a benefit in the fact that we're now saving 30% on the cost of recycling waste from sites. Whilst working with Training Matters, doing the qualification and doing the course, there was loads of online support, lots of examples and lots of backup and support and evidence for me to look up or to refer to whilst doing the coursework. But to be honest with you, the main support I got was from Roberta, and if she hadn't been there, sometimes I'd have felt quite lost. I tended to sometimes probably overcomplicate things and make life too hard for myself, and probably I put too much pressure on myself. But once I'd have my monthly meetings with Roberta, she would sit and we'd go through things, she would explain things and say, no, you're on the right track. I would certainly recommend Training Matters to anyone else that was thinking of going down the route of supply chain management courses. For me, the main benefit was that it was very, very relevant. The fact that it was based on my own job and my own experiences, I found it much easier to learn because I could relate it to my day-to-day activities, rather than maybe using examples of companies and it wasn't actually relevant to the job I was doing. And I think for anyone, if they can always relate it to something they know, one, they'll take it in, two, anything they learn, it's much easier for them to put it into practice in their current job. And certainly some of the modules when I was working through the learning outcomes, I certainly did introduce various improvements within Morrison Spottiswood with my own job, and I think if I'd done the training in a different way, it wouldn't have been so easy for me to do that. But because I was constantly working through and relating it to my job, I would definitely recommend it to anyone.